Hey there pilots, welcome to TitanTime, Dan here, and today we're talking about the new DLC news from Respawn. I bet a few of you guys weren't expecting some more DLC, were you? So we've got Postcards from the Frontier. So in this video I'm going to talk about the new DLC, my thoughts on it, but also how many more DLCs can we expect. So I've done a little tiny bit of number crunching, and I think I might have an idea. So I'm going to call it and then I'll see if I'm right in a few months. So, Postcards from the Frontier is going to be available from the 29th of August, so not long to wait at all. Let's get into some of the more interesting things we are going to be getting. So, first up, it is the new featured modes, which are going to be Aegis Titan Brawl and Aegis Last Titan Standing. So, ever since Frontier Defense has come out, Titan play has just not been the same in multiplayer. And with Respawn stating previously that they were looking at whether they were going to apply these Aegis Rank upgrades to regular modes, now we're going to have the chance to see how it plays. Just to be clear, you will have to level up your Titans in Frontier Defense. So if you haven't completely upgraded your Scorch or Legion yet, I would get doing that right now. Personally, I am looking forward to this. I do wish that we could just go in with all the Aegis ranks straight off the bat, but it's a good way for Respawn to get you playing Frontier Defense if you happen to have given up a little bit over the past few weeks. So next up we've got the new Frontier Defense maps, which is going to be Angel City, Exoplanet and Dry Dock. Again, we've got 3 extra maps. That's going to be great for playing Frontier Defense on. Give it a nice little bit of a change. It'll be interesting to see if they've made any changes to those maps to help the flow of the game. But overall, having 3 maps is great, and they've done that fairly quickly, so good on you, Respawn. Next, we've got another live fire map called UMA, or UMA. Personally, I'm not really fussed about live fire. I don't play live fire at all, but I can see why Respawn have gone for a live fire map for this update. First of all, it's easier to make a live fire map than it is to make a full-sized map for Titanfall 2. And also, it's going to flesh out those CTF and Mark for Death Nitro modes that we've been getting, that a lot of you guys out there have been enjoying. Personally, Mark for Death is just not the same without Titans for me. It has been fun to do Mark for Death Nitro, but can we please have Mark for Death by the final DLC, please, just in the regular game modes, because I still love it and I want to play it. After that, we've got the AWOL Execution. Finally, we are finishing off, completing the set, if you will, and this is exactly what we expect. And thankfully, only 5 pilot kills whilst the AWOL ability is in use to get this execution. So get your gravity stars ready for release to deal with all the AWOL madness. If you can remember the Holo Pilot execution that dropped for War Games, well, you just know how many people are going to be using the AWOL over those few days. Next up, and funnily enough, the most exciting thing about this update, are the new community banners. And I say community here, and I really mean community. First up, we have the man, the myth, the legend. That is Moy. All-round amazing, fantastic guy. And to be honest, I know he'll probably be a bit cringy about me saying this. He does like to keep himself quiet. You'll say, how does he like to keep himself quiet if he just done Titan tunes? But he really does. And for me, he represents all that is good about Titanfall and Respawn. He's been with the channel here since the beginning. He's always commenting on both the large YouTube channels and the small YouTubers. He has time for everyone. I don't know how he has time to make such witty, entertaining, hilariously, and just such high quality animations whilst making Titanfall 2 and all the DLC. Absolutely stand up guy. Love him. Moy, if you're listening, thank you for all your support, and I hope I speak on everyone who subscribes to the channel here that you do amazing work and we really appreciate this. So Moy is going to have a series of banners set in the Titan Toon style, which is fantastic. So I'm going to be rocking those for sure. You can have a look at them here. Just great to have some, like, the personality, the humor in these banners. Can't wait to show them off. And hopefully you'll all be rocking them here. Also, if you haven't checked out his Titan tunes, I'm going to link some in the description below, and take a little look and see if you can find any of the TitanTime Easter eggs he's put in. It's such an honor to actually be featured in the Titan Tunes universe. So once again, Moy, thank you very, very much. Carrying on with the community, we've got the Nicole pair banners. These I absolutely love. They're so well put together, so clear, clean and precise. I love the design of them, and they're done of a series of what Titans would, what restaurants they would work at. They're really good. and it's great to see them there. On top of this, we have another 8 elite weapon war paints coming. Now, I bought the R201 so far only, but these ones are looking really good. My favorite one, definitely the Thunderbolt. I love the little cartoony style drawings on here. You're going to be buying that straight off the bat. But there's some other good ones in there for you guys if you're rocking the Spitfire, which I know a lot of you are at the moment. Kraber Masterwork looks superb. And there's many others there. Now, this elite weapon war paints is what I've kind of tried to use to work out how much more DLC can we expect from Respawn. So my guess is we are going to have another 2 DLC drops, and I'm going to go through the reasons why. After counting every single primary, secondary and anti-Titan weapon we've got in the game, so far we've had 16 elite weapon war paints. We are, by my maths, I could be wrong, please check, but we've got another 16 elite war paints to go if we are going to have an elite war paint for every single weapon in the game. Now, Respawn have been releasing these in a set of 8 so far, so we can expect that if we've got another 16 to go, that we're going to have another 2 sets to come, which makes me think there's going to be definitely 2 DLC drops. As you know, October the 28th is going to be the 1-year anniversary of Titanfall 2. The game's almost been out a year now, so I am definitely going to say that a few people have said that, you know, they're quite disappointed with the DLC. What a surprise! The DLC this time, it's just a live fire map and a few friends to defense maps, nothing crazy big, especially after going from the Monarch update, which was huge. But I think this 1-year anniversary is going to be quite a big one, so I'm gonna go out and say I'm gonna expect, or hope, should I say, for a new map for the anniversary, and perhaps a Monarch Prime 2, maybe? Who knows? Because we still haven't got a Monarch Prime. Been no real details on this. Most people think they're not going to do one, but could be a possibility here. Another 2 DLC updates would take us up to October the 28th, which is an exact year after Titanfall 2 was released, so it makes perfect sense really for them to stop with the monthly DLCs there. Oh, don't go crazy if you want more DLC, I know, but there's a time and a place for everything, and all good things, pilots, must come to an end. So I'm going to predict that October the 28th will be the last full DLC we get for Titanfall 2. And the final thing I wanted to say on the DLC was that actually, from the beginning of the trailer, with this whole slow motion, stop motion imagery, I was kind of expecting them to announce that they were doing like a photo mode or something for Titanfall 2. Obviously, for those of you who played Horizon Zero Dawn, they had a photo taking snapshot ability in that game, and there's been so many good images coming out of that I think something like that would be really cool to have in the game. Personally, I'd want them to go a step further than that and be able to record footage without any of the HUD. I have some really good ideas I wanted to kind of do in the beginning when the game first launched, of little stories and trailers you could make by yourselves, like fan-made trailers. And going off the community, I think that would be really interesting to see. They could make up some really good stories and some really good highlights. So Respawn, can we have that? You know, I haven't asked for enough, but can we have that as well? Oh, and can we also have a charge rifle, elite weapon war paint soon, please? Because I really, really want that. Anyway, pilots, thanks for listening. Let me know what you think of the new DLC, whether you're happy with it, how many DLCs you think we're going to get, and I'll catch you next time.